Once again, we're celebrating 100 years at our local chamber. We are here with Shawn Daugherty, and he is the president and CEO of Citizens National Bank. He was also serving on the board with me. We had many good laughs, many good times. Shawn, I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
My name is Shawn Daugherty. I am a banker. I've been a banker for 28 years, and I'm here at Citizens National Bank here in Somerset.
Can you speak a little bit about what the chamber means to you professionally in your own career, and also really what it means to the community?
When I started lending money for the bank, the chamber was a large part of how I learned this community, how I met people and developed relationships. You know, the chamber is the most pro-business organization in this region. So it was a great conduit to help me learn and grow here in this community, and also help serve the community with the products that we offer.
If you had to say one way that you grew from being a part of the chamber, what would it be?
I'm not really a public speaker. That's not my favorite thing. I see people who do it very well. But I would say even just getting up there and learning to speak in front of the public was very important to help me grow in my career. But there's multiple examples of where my involvement with the chamber has helped me grow.
Your employer has to be on board to make this successful for everyone. And I know Don Bloomer, very, very appreciative of the chamber and wanted you to be a part. And I know you want the same for your employees. Can you speak a little bit about that?
Without my company's support, Mr. Bloomer's support, I couldn't have poured the time into the chamber that I have. When we give back to the community, the community grows, the bank thrives. It's a very nice cycle. Knowing and seeing how that's worked over the years, I can't imagine not supporting the chamber at the same level while also helping my staff grow.
Can you talk about as a bank, 100 years of existence, and then also the chamber and how those two correlate?
Well, Citizens Bank, we're 104 years old right now. So, yeah, we opened our doors in 1920. The longer you're in business, the better you get at what you're doing, through experiences, through growing in the community, building relationships in the community. And of course, the bank has been the beneficiary of that longevity, just as the chamber has. I would say there's a lot of correlation between the strength of our bank and how the chamber is strong based on the longevity and being a big part of the community.
So what would you say that the chamber in general means to you?
Gives me a sense of community to be involved with the chamber. You know, the luncheons, it's standard. Everybody knows the first Tuesday of the month you're going to the chamber meeting, and you always run into somebody you haven't seen in a while that you get to talk to. And there's always good informative speakers at the chamber lunch. So we learn and grow in various different aspects.
So if I was walking down the street and I asked you, why should I become a member? And I'm really busy, I have a ton of things to do, how would you convince me I should be a chamber member?
Well, at the end of the day, if you're a business, you have some kind of product or service that you're offering. And if you want to get your word out, the chamber is probably the number one way to do that in this community. And if you're in our community and we know about you, we're going to support you. And that's how we live here in this region. We think local, we support local. So I would say that it's big if you want to grow your business to be involved with our chamber.
What is your advice for the next 100 years?
Well, so for the next 100 years, we have to remember that we have to be open-minded. We have to roll with the punches, if you will, embrace change, and build processes in our business that accommodate the newer things that are coming about. Now, I'm not saying violate your principles. We have to stick with our principles, but we want to be open-minded about what's coming around the corner.
In the time that you were president, how do you feel like the community or the chamber has changed?
So I think our business community continues to grow. We have a lot of strong leaders that have brought a lot to the table. You can't say enough about what Congressman Rogers has done to bring resources to this region, and it's good that God gives us wisdom to use those resources for the best of the people. So we continue to grow, and I'm excited about the future that we have ahead of us.
One word, when you think of the chamber, what comes to mind?
Community. I wished I could throw an adjective in there because, we serve the business needs and the pro-business needs of the community, but really, it's all about community.